Welcome everybody to the Sunset Flip Wrestling Podcast, your home for all wrestling, everything wrestling. What's up, fellas? Gas us.
What's going on?
Going on,
Everybody
bro?
good? You doing good, Henry?
Chilling.
Soto's
Ready to
giving
talk
us a
some
brand
wrestling.
new camera angle.
Yeah, I mean, I'm having some. I'm having some home renovation or room renovation. So yeah, this is.
No more 55-degree bedrooms now.
What do you mean? No, we still having that.
55.
Yo,
Bro,
out.
that's
No,
No, I
diabolical.
got.
Henry, I shit you not. This nigga Soto has his AC. You know, you got the high and you go way down to the lowest setting. Soto, for
Yeah,
some
yeah.
reason, he's got the good one. It goes lower than lowest. It's freezing in that fucking room.
They call Solo the polar bear.
Yeah. So gonna audition for the Penguin and get the job.
I'm gonna start.
It'll be
I'm
Mr.
gonna,
Freeze.
I'm gonna start using those nicknames.
Mr. Freeze. So
What do you think
literally,
Soto be
Mr.
wearing
Freeze.
hoodies all the time?
55 degrees is crazy.
I'm dead ass. It's breaking there. It could be 110 outside. So I was like, 50 degrees.
Yeah.
You can see his breath.
Yeah.
Well, let's get right into this,
Let's
right?
go into wrestling.
We
Let's
got a
do it.
lot to break down. SummerSlam is around the corner, and I'm pretty interested to see how this card is going to pan out after what happened with Saturday night's main event. And we got to talk about
I'll be
Bayley.
honest
I
with you.
know.
Before we get, I'm really
still not
not
sold
that
on it.
excited. Yeah, I'm still not excited about it.
You're not.
I
You're not
was
excited
I
for
was
SummerSlam?
excited last
Why? Hold
time.
on. Why? Hold on, Henry. Why are you not excited for SummerSlam, Soto?
We
I
did it
just
last time
think
too. I remember
I
that.
just think the build is horrible. If you really look at the card, the only one that they have taken time to build is probably Seth and Roman to some extent, right? Um,
Mhm.
yeah, like, and maybe Obafemi versus Brock, but other than that, it's
I'd probably
like
say Ober versus Brock is longer term storytelling because they're basically going back and forth. So yeah, that's one I agree with.
Are you
yeah,
excited for it?
No,
Oh, never mind. I guess I mean, all right. Well, fuck you both. I'm the one excited for fucking
no,
SummerSlam.
I was, but like I feel like a lot of the storylines just have been
it's
rushed
just rushed.
into
It's
like
just rushed. I
overused. Like
think
the CM Punk Cody Rhodes segment was just like I saw what they were trying to do when he smacked him with the strap, and he said it was by accident,
It
and
was
then
subtle.
he
Like I
shoved him in.
believe it.
He shoved it
Others
in the face,
wouldn't,
whatnot.
but
But
yes.
I feel everything is so rushed. I don't feel like
yeah,
it's
but it's
like one
crazy
of those
because
things where
they're and we're going to talk about that moment at Saturday Night Main Event, but they decided to build off that,
Instead of
yeah.
everything else
you
that you had
know.
going from the beginning.
So I don't know. It's just very questionable decisions on WWE's part. But yeah, let's get to it. So
Yeah.
real quick, let's
It's
talk about
WWE, man. They don't make questionable decisions. You know this. It's TKO.
man.
It's for the
Um,
people, right?
I
Yeah,
guess. I guess. All right,
yeah,
let's
yeah, all right.
go.
Yeah. That's what we're gonna say. Yeah. All right. Anyways, next.
Let's talk about Bayley and her contract status. So, um, for those who don't know, there's rumors that Bailey's contract ends or runs out by the end of this year, and there's already serious interest from AEW. Um, and yeah, we don't know what this is really going to lead to. I mean, we saw her and Lyra Valkyria at Saturday night's main event, in which we saw Lyra beat Bailey, and then post match beatdown. I don't think that was a beatdown. That was more of a massacre. But it really looked like Lyra. It looked like Bailey was written off television, right? And possibly for the final time for WWE. I tweeted it, right away. I was like, the way they were doing some shots or clip of Bailey going to the ring. I was like, all right, she seems a little off. And then obviously the what happened post match. I was like, yeah, this legit looks like a write off.
I mean, it could
Ah,
be that. It could be that she's on her way out, but it could be that she's also using leverage to get ironclad contract. And what I mean ironclad contract, I mean a contract where she guarantees herself more money and something that we haven't really seen in wrestling, which I've heard has been talked about with Bailey being having a no cut contract. I think that would be interesting for the wrestling business as a whole, with some wrestlers requesting that. Now, I'm not going to say they're going to give that to any mid card person, but you're going to give it to people who are the
Okay,
respected
so
veterans, the
you
ones
say mid
and
Carter,
different
right?
things like that.
So would you
Yeah.
consider Bailey to be a mid Carter, or you think that's where she's at now, or if she's getting an ironclad
No,
contract and
I
like
no, I don't. I don't think she's considered mid card. I think she's more like on like that trajectory where she's just a respected veteran that just does what she needs to do and goes from there.
if her
But
career is done,
she's
if this is
she's
it for
proven
her,
herself over that.
if this is it for
I
her,
mean,
is she a Hall of Famer
Wait, whoa,
yeah,
whoa, whoa, whoa! It's
yeah,
definitely not done.
in WWE?
Oh, in
no,
WWE, yeah. I
So if
mean,
her last match
different, absolutely.
just happened, she lost to Lyra, and now her career is done.
Yeah.
WWE. Is she a Hall of Famer?
without a question.
I know what you meant. I know what you meant, B. I
It's
think
without a
Soto
doubt.
I see it
Yeah,
Without a
there.
doubt.
Soto wants to get into it. Not hear the conversation. I'm like, nah, Soto, hold on a second. We talking right now. Yeah.
Soto's about to give you the smoke for that one.
Whoa.
No, if Bailey, I
Soto was
mean,
coming
listen,
in.
I know a lot of people have criticized Bailey's character about being boring and whatnot, but the reality is she is a Hall of Famer. Whether when it's all said and done.
Right.
The question is, it's like, all right, what happens when her contract runs out? Because that's kind of like the road that it's at right now. It's like she's gonna let her contract run out. She's gonna become a free agent, right? Obviously WWE's main competition will be AEW, who already has serious interest, right? And then
And
of
there's a
course,
match already lined up.
right,
Literally, as soon as she gets there.
right. So you have it's appealing. It might be
Does she want to go
appealing.
into a match with Mercedes to lose
That's
in
the
the
thing.
biggest debut?
No. My thing is like that's going to be the most appealing part. Is like, all right, I'll go with AEW, work with different wrestlers that I haven't done before, right? And then obviously, I can pair up or go against my best friend Mercedes Moné. So there's
Yeah,
that
exactly.
factor, right? Or she stays in WWE and like you said, be like waits on the contract. But the problem is that recently with these veterans, right? They've been getting lowballed.
I mean, what you say was done for Sheamus? They tried to kill his salary what he was getting originally.
Exactly. So
And here's another one. Fred asked that before. Is Sheamus a Hall of Famer?
yeah, of course.
Okay. So that's my
Um,
point exactly. Like you're just being like just
yeah. So I don't
being
know
handcuffed.
what's really gonna happen with the whole Bailey. Will she get added time? Tacked on her contract, right? I don't know. I don't think so. But WWE knows that AEW will go all out for Bailey.
No
That's
pun
a
intended.
no brainer. That's a no brainer. It's just a matter of will WWE make a strong offer? But again, there's some questions behind that. It's like, all right, like how am I going to be booked going forward? What
Mhm.
storylines? What's going to be my role? Is it going to be a mentor? Is it going to be an active wrestler? Like all these questions she needs answers to. As
Will
opposed
she
to
end up being when Natalia is now?
that's the thing, as opposed to AEW, where we'll see what happens, but obviously the main match there will be against Mercedes Monet, right? So I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot going on. Mercedes Monet, if, we've mentioned on this podcast for the past few weeks, has been teasing, Bailey joining AEW. But I mean, we'll see. I mean, we'll see it.
Teasing or signaling? Because it feels like she's signaling. So
I don't
it just feels like
know.
it's a done deal. Like whether you guys like it or not,
I don't
as soon
know.
as she's
Like
done, she'll go right
the
over.
way Mercedes Monet is posting all these references about her and Bailey, it kind of seems like it's a
It's a
done
done deal.
deal. Like
Yeah.
like
No
she's
more cryptic shit.
yeah, like she's
I had a little bit of
running
technical difficulties there.
like she's running out this contract and then obviously going to AEW.
Right. At first it was cryptic. Now it's just like, yo, you're just saying whatever you want to say.
I mean, I think Mercedes is doing that to honestly get Bailey an ironclad WWE contract. I think, yeah, everybody thinks she's going to jump ship, but I feel like just with the recent backing of her wrestling school and among other things, and the way they've been booking her and trying to build her, I think
Mhm.
they're going to invest in her at some point, like a Natalia type role, I think. And I feel like this is a way for her to get that contract. Like I said, the first ever no cut contract. I think that would be interesting. And how that would look, I would be curious of the structure. Like you typically WWE contracts, correct me if I'm wrong, are typically what, 5 years now? The
Yeah.
3 to
minimum?
5.
Three
It's
to
gonna
five,
be
somewhere between.
it's definitely gonna be a bidding war, right? But
I
ultimately,
wonder if there's a no cut. The no cut would be like 1 or 2 years. You know what I'm saying? It's
yeah,
not like a long term thing.
It'd be a short-term contract, be on the shorter end of everything.
it's a matter of what Bayley wants to do. Like if obviously she could get the money in either company. Let's be honest, it could be
Yeah,
either
of
company.
course,
But
absolutely.
it's like
She gets a
again,
legacy deal with WWE, or she gets the biggest payday of her life in AEW.
yeah. I
It's one or the
mean,
other.
yeah. But again, it's going to be expected that WWE will want to retain Bayley. If WWE
You're gonna barely
loses
gonna get
out
that.
on Bayley, um, it's going to be a huge loss. And other fans might say otherwise, right? But it's going to be a big loss
Absolutely.
because she is again, she's one of those locker room leaders and a huge presence for that women's division. So we'll
She
see what
is
happens.
to
Oh
that
yeah, definitely.
division what the Miz is right now for the men's. There's so much veteran,
Yeah,
so much teaching, so much like just guidance that
Yeah,
everybody leans on her anyways. Like you have to do with the Miz now.
yeah. All right. So from one horsewoman, we'll go to another, and that's Becky Lynch. We haven't seen Becky Lynch in quite some time, to be honest with you. Um, obviously, we haven't
just in
seen her
another
since.
hiatus.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen her since she lost the title against Sol Ruca at Clash in Italy, and um, I mean, I think she's gone on publicly stated that this is her like last like contract, wrestling contract.
I
Who
remember.
knows?
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
remember that too.
a lot of people say that, but according to Votes Live on Fightful Select, they mentioned that
Oh, Henry's guys right there.
Becky Lynch will be
Mhm.
set to
Yeah,
return to WWE TV right after SummerSlam.
Okay, so
So
enjoy your little break.
yeah. I mean, and now the question is,
makes
like,
sense.
who does she feud with? Does she like run it back with Sol Ruca, or is it something completely different? I don't know.
I
I
mean,
don't think they do that. I think that gets her out of the mid card scene. If she's gonna come back, she's probably gonna go for the. I
who's
think she comes
okay?
back as a
So
face. I think she comes back as a face too. I don't think she's gonna be heel. I think the heel run its
who's
course.
taking the
Was
belt at
she
SummerSlam?
what happened?
Who's taking the belt at SummerSlam? That should be a decision right then and there. Just saying,
Well,
it doesn't matter who. I'm just like based on who you have in the
well,
championship scene.
I think the on the Raw side, it's a little, it could be a little too crowded because you have Liv Morgan against EO, right? But then you have Stephanie Vicaria's return lurking, so that's crowded
Yeah, a
in
lot.
itself. And then who knows? Maybe Raquel and Roxanne are secretly eyeing that championship as well, right?
Mhm.
And then you
Yeah,
have the women's IC title on Raw, where you have Sol Ruca, who it seems like she's set to defend or feud with Lyra. And shout out to Lyra because Lyra absolutely killed it on Saturday night's main event. The fact that what it looked to be like a broken nose, um, she put a hell of a performance, right? So I don't know. It's a good question. I mean, who knows? Who knows?
I mean, there's no
yeah.
reason
So many,
she's going
so
to
many ways.
she's relinquishing the belt, right? So whoever wins that, you can throw Becky into that mix. If Liv survives, you can throw Liv into the mix with
I don't
that.
think she relinquished. I think what they're doing is it's going to be one of those like we
When you
haven't
have an
seen in a
interim
while.
champ, yeah, there's
Yeah,
no way. Like
yeah.
she's
We haven't
dropping the
seen
belt
that.
to somebody, and then she'll get a title match when she gets back.
We
Because
haven't
otherwise,
seen that
if
in
it is the interim
WWE.
champ, how are you gonna have that? Okay, like Rhys champ, bye. Like you drop the belt. Like no, somebody earned that
Yeah, how do you? And my thing is, when's the last interim champion we've had in WWE? I don't ever recall them really having
years
one. That's
ago.
the thing.
Yeah, and
For
we'll
all
we'll talk
that, you pull a
we'll
Sami
talk
Zayn
about
to be
that. We'll talk
transitional
about that.
champ.
But I just hate how they waited so long.
You knew she was gonna be out for a
But
while.
don't get me
Why are
wrong.
you
Don't get
doing
me
this?
wrong. I love the fact that a new women's champion will be crowned in a ladder match.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, you know what? Let's go. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. since we're on the topic.
Bang this one out then.
Yeah, I mean, I said it before. I was like, don't wait till last minute. But what do? I mean,
we said that too. You said that numerous times. I remember that.
Yeah, I don't know. It seemed like they were trying to, kind of like figure out
they didn't know the extent of the injury.
Right. Yeah.
So right now it's Tiffany, Jade, and Nia. Right. Who are the other two things?
Wait, is it Nia?
I think Nia's in.
Because I know Tiffany and Jade are in.
Yeah.
And then I think there's 3 spots left.
I have a name. I have 2 names that
I think Nia got in.
One makes sense. Becky being in that match does make a lot of sense.
But it's after SummerSlam. That's the report. I'm saying,
but who knows? Reports could be wrong, So maybe maybe Becky definitely fits in. But again, if they're trying to do all SmackDown, then I don't know who else would you put in that match.
Yes, Tiffany, Jade,
Alexa.
I'm sorry, Charlotte or Nia Jax.
Charlotte or not? It's going to be Charlotte.
Yeah, okay, so it's not there yet, but we're getting there.
Alexa Bliss would be an interesting name in that.
If Charlotte wins,
okay,
I would throw Alexa in there.
I mean, that's if they put Alexa, because Alexa's on a hiatus herself with the arm injury.
Yeah, so I was so believable with the fucking with the arm looked.
Yeah, I mean, and then of course, the winner of this match will be known as the interim champion, and if you're known as the interim champion, then you'll eventually face the actual champion. So whoever wins will face Rhea Ripley, and then
that's what I'm saying. Like, she's dropping the belt until she gets back, and then she has to go.
The question is, does whoever becomes champion, does she win?
Yeah, I was going to say this: if she can't come back from the injury sooner after SummerSlam, Rhea, I think, and they eventually say it's going to be interim champ versus Rhea. If they say that she can't come back or that she can do a match,
if she's not back by Survivor Series, it's over. Just let the reign.
I would say, they would do something with her with the belt, but I don't really know. Like, I don't know if they'll do like where she drops it, sort of like the Stephanie Vaquer situation at WrestleMania, where she had a short match and she lost the belt. If they go route like that and then let Rhea heal and then come back as stronger than ever, I think.
But for all that, why make it interim though? To say she's dropping the belt, labeling the interim is what's ruining the entire idea of how it goes. Because Wade Henry puts it as like, so now you're gonna compete in a champion versus champion match to get squashed in less than 5-10 minutes. It doesn't make any sense. Like, to me personally, it doesn't make any sense.
Oh, by the way, to answer that question from earlier, the last time WWE had a interim champion was in NXT. It was Santos Escobar for the NXT Cruiserweight Championship.
How long ago was that?
That was in, I believe, 2020.
Yeah, no. Okay. And before that, Lord even knows when.
Lord and it was actually, I believe it was. I don't believe he was supposed to win. I think the original champion, who was it, Jordan Devlin, couldn't defend it because he couldn't go because of COVID travel restriction.
That's right.
That makes sense. So yeah, it just, I don't know. Using the terminology of interim doesn't just say she drops the belt due to injury, and then go forward. When Becky was pregnant, she dropped the belt to Asuka, right? She said, "Hey, take the belt. This belt's yours now. I'm going away to have a kid." You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes sense to say, "Hey, this person's champion." Or that person's champion. It's just weird. It's just weird decision making how they want to word things. Because now when you follow by verbiage, if you follow it, it's like, so she's gonna drop the belt in 6 weeks, in a month, 2 months. For all that, just have Rhea drop the belt altogether. As long as whoever wins it is the new champ, and when you get it back, your first PLE event, you get to go and verse that person to go when you're back and healthy. And say, "Hey, I want my title back." Boom, you have a storyline now. But interim, like, was it John Cena and Punk again? Like, champ versus champ? It's just weird for the same fucking thing.
I just I think they were waiting on Rhea.
Soto said it right. They took too long to make a decision. They should have knew.
Yeah, and now they're kind of like rushing it all together.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not.
But I like the fact that, like, but here's my before we get to the next topic, like here's what confuses me is like, why interim? Like, why not just strip Rhea? And listen, I love Rhea, but you've done it before where you strip wrestlers after injuries, right? Why does that person become an interim champion? Like, no, have that person become a champion.
That verbiage ruins everything. You're just knocking somebody down.
What they're doing is they're bringing the old trope back that you technically don't defend the title in XYZ amount of time or months. You lose it, or you had to crown an interim if they could come back from injury before that. So technically, there's that loophole. But they, as a wrestling community and wrestling fans, when you don't explain that to people that are like hardcore fans like us that watch it, and
the casuals don't like, why is it interim?
Yeah, why is there interim? Yeah, there's no need. I get why you do it. You do it in a case where somebody like Finn Balor, for instance, when he had the injury,
he dropped the belt. Now, granted, it was rotator cuff. It was rotator cuff surgery, so you're out for at least 9 months minimum. But he drops. We're gonna hold on to. You're gonna have him out for 3 months. Come back. Yeah, I can't compete. You have a lot of match for you. He drops the belt.
I believe the unspoken rule is 6 months. I believe you can hold it.
One of the saddest days of my life.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. It was just funky.
I'm not mistaken. Remember back in the day, Austin and The Rock, when they had their major injuries, there was a time where that title wasn't defended for like 5-6 months. So unless they're going back to the unwritten rules of the Attitude Era and ruthless aggression, that's the only thing I could really think of. I don't really think
that's still stupid, anyways. Even back then, it was bad. But then again, it was also a different time. But still, looking back at it now, it was a dumb idea. Like I want to see these titles being utilized constantly.
Yeah, no, it was a bad idea.
So let's move forward. So what we got?
Yeah. So going back to Saturday night's main event, we saw CM Punk slightly hits Cody Rhodes with the WWE title after Saturday night.
Using slightly now.
I mean,
Henry's calling board. Look at his face. Henry's like, "Oh, brother, slightly." He slapped the shit.
It wasn't a he didn't struck him, but as he was trying to flex the WWE Championship, CM
he wasn't having a pillow fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't having a pillow fight. He fucking intentionally slapped him in the face. Why did he do that? Because
the best part of Punk's like, bro.
He did what he does best, CM Punk. He's teasing that he's going heel, but we know he's not going heel in this situation.
So I don't know.
I don't know. I think I can see a scenario for either guy, but I can see CM Punk turning heel.
That's what I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask both of you guys that. Who
would go back to the one that he left before WWE?
Is it the right decision if you were doing the booking?
If I'm doing the booking?
If you're doing the booking, heel? Who are you turning heel, and why is it the best idea?
CM Punk.
Or the best time to do it?
CM Punk.
Yeah, so I'll go first.
You think Punk? Why?
CM Punk. So I think both guys can play an excellent heel role. I just think CM Punk plays a better heel role than Cody. I think Cody right now is, to be honest with you, the face of WWE, and you want to keep it that way for a little bit. I think fans have started to, but eventually will get tired of babyface Cody, and then we'll see down the line. I think we will see like a Homelander Cody and whatnot, right? But I think CM Punk's best work is when he's a heel. That's where we get pipe bombs after pipe bombs, and we get a CM Punk that clearly does not give a fuck. And a Punk like that will definitely boost some ratings. Now, again, one of the things that I don't like about this matchup is like it's like about first it was like kind of like about respect, and now it's like little brother, little brother, and I'm like I'm not into it, and I'm still not into it.
You think they lost the plot with it?
Huh?
You think they lost the plot with this
Yeah,
whole
I
idea
mean,
they're going?
to be honest with you, it took that moment at Saturday Night's main event to kind of like spark something with this match.
What would you,
Yeah,
Henry?
for me, I don't know. I mean, for me, like I like to like think of the bigger picture, the clues that they
Long term
have and everything
Russo.
like that.
We
They're
got
putting,
we
they're
got
putting.
Russo.
I think it's going to be Cody because there was that rumor of them talking about Kingdom. I don't know if you guys remember that one recently. They said that Kingdom's going to be his song for good, and that they were working on a remix of it for some point. So I wonder if the remix that they were working on was the heel theme of Kingdom for when he comes out.
Like you did with Lyra's.
Yeah, but something
And that,
subtle, like nothing like.
yeah.
You know it's different. You just can't tell how
Oh,
much
and by the
different.
way, I mean, I mentioned Lyra, like the change in theme music. I love it because it's a darker version of her, like
Mhm.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it would be interesting if they did that with like Cody and like he comes out to that at SummerSlam instead of his usual one. It's like a remix version. That would sort of be like interesting. This is not like DX when they came out with the freaking hip hop version of fucking D-Generation X, which was
That shit
fire
was
by the way.
ass.
I liked it. It was a hype up one for short term,
Mhm.
but the original it never beats the classic though. That's the thing. But
Right.
what I'm trying to say is, yeah. But what I'm trying to say is, I think it's gonna be Cody. I think it's just the long term booking. I think it's too. WWE is at a bad state with it right now. We know this. If you turn CM Punk heel, we know that the writing's on the wall for it's going to be the CM Punk turn, right? If you want to create compelling storytelling, you turn Cody heel, and you got into the rumors of him changing Kingdom and everything else, and keeping it as a song always.
Okay.
I think you build on the Homelander calendar.
I agree with you. Not really because of the theme song, but I agree with the concept of storytelling. They have been teasing Cody turning heel for like 2.5 years.
But he's
When
also
was the
been face
first
for how many years?
when, when was the first Cena Rose match when Cena turned on Cody? That was 2 years ago.
bro, that was last year.
Does not feel like last year.
Yeah.
That was last year.
That's crazy. We've come a long
I'm
way.
thinking more of the
Yeah,
Roman.
yeah.
I'm thinking more of the Roman Reigns storytelling, the bloodline, him losing, things like that. He's been a face for a while, so he's due a face a heel
Mhm.
turn. I mean, CM Punk is too. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna say CM Punk is not doing. Do we know? Like Soto said, you both said, CM Punk's best work is the heel, obviously.
100%.
But right now, is that the best move for booking that's struggling? To turn the CM Punk heel?
I don't know.
I think so. I think
I don't know. I think at the end of the day,
I mean,
you
we're not
need,
in the Vince. We're not in the Vince era either anymore. Either.
right, I think uh, out of both of them, to be honest with you, one of them needs to turn heel.
And I'm gonna say this.
I agree.
Remember,
I agree with that. It has to happen.
And to be honest with you, I don't care who it is. To be honest with you, I'm just saying who it's like. Who would be a better heel, which is Punk. I think I agree with like some of the comments like that other people has posted like on Facebook, on Twitter, like I think for example, Jared Klein, he responded to Chris Van Fleet's post, right? Of who do you think is more likely to turn heel first, right? And he said Punk. He's easier to make heel. Cody is this generation Cena. Love him or hate him, the kids love him, right? So yeah, I think
I do love him.
Yeah,
the kids love Roman too, and Vince was hesitant. And look at how fucking
kids.
over Roman got.
So I think,
and we're not in the Vince era no more, so they don't need to protect Cody like that.
Yeah, I think heel Punk is just simply more natural.
It's easy for Punk.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying though.
To me, it's like you've been building. Easy, you've been building Cody for so long to turn heel. It's like, all right, how many times you're gonna poke the bear for it to actually happen? How many times you gonna knock on the door before the door opens?
Like, so let me say the take like this.
Again.
This is the best way to say it. The most obvious person to turn heel would be CM Punk. I think we can all agree on that. Just with the body of work he does, there's no disagreement there.
But if you want,
I think all three of us could agree that Cody Rhodes is the one that needs it more than CM Punk.
I think he would still be QB1 even as a heel. I think he's just that over with everybody.
He's hitting that thing with being stale.
So yeah, he plateaued, but even at plateauing, he's still Like the crowd still goes crazy when he's still in. If he gets that chance to go heel and have that, 6-month year run, take his hiatus, come back as a face, I think it'd be a good spot. You just like you can't tease it for so long for it to never happen. How long were we teasing Cena's heel run? 15 years, 16 years, and they said, okay, well, we'll do it. Granted, it didn't work. It was fun. It was cool. It wasn't what we thought it was going to be. But it was still great.
It could have worked.
Like,
it could have worked, but we know there's a lot of stuff that happened behind the scenes that we still don't really know about that happened with that. I don't think we ever will. That might be something that just gets buried until like
that's a dark side of the ring.
Many years down the line, dark side of the ring, fucking 82 or some shit.
Yeah, like season 75. Like it's just
some shit. Yeah,
but even so, like how hype was everybody when Cena went heel? Like it was incredible, right? You finally got to see that actually happen. We all know Cody's not really a heel, but you've teased it for so long.
You still get goosebumps watching all the shocked reactions when Cena went heel and The Rock.
Yeah, bro. Like you want that, and if that's what and WWE needs a shock value moment, especially nowadays with what's been going on and how stale it's gotten, or how poor the writing has been.
Turning Cody heel and having him beat CM Punk would be fucking insane.
You would break the internet for the day. That weekend on night 2, you would shatter. Monday night would go absolutely insane.
You know when they went to Puerto Rico.
Unfortunately,
it just needs SmackDown needs a spark.
Let me say this: if they do the decibels, remember when they did decibels at France and Puerto Rico, and it was just like all through the roof? Guaranteed they do it where they do it in Minnesota.
And it's gonna break M&T Stadium.
We'll see what happens.
I think it's M&T in Minnesota. That might be Baltimore.
It's gonna break the sound barrier. Fuck that.
And when Brock loses.
So let's talk about another match that was made official at the SummerSlam kickoff show, right? After months of, heated backs. Yeah. It was like promoting SummerSlam. It was a kickoff show. Right?
Great timing. Yeah.
What show?
After months of heated and physical rivalry and backstage altercations, we are finally getting Gunther versus Nick Aldis at SummerSlam.
His name is not Nick Aldis. His name is fucking Magnus. And people have to understand Magnus is back. I don't hear no more Nick Aldis. I think people don't understand. Nick Aldis is a year younger right now than when AJ Styles debuted at the Rumble. Perspective. Just so everybody knows. Everybody, oh my God, he's so fucking old. Yeah, well, guess what? AJ Styles retired at that age. John Cena retired. LA Knight's damn near 75. Like, you got all these guys in WWE still older, but they're still extremely competitive.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Aldis got his chance to make his big money by being the general manager of SmackDown.
And you know what? He was a decent general manager. I'll give him that.
I didn't
think it was going to work out, right? But, it's been like a super slow build, for him back to get into a wrestling ring. And then, you saw the pop when he cost Gunther the win, right? And cracked him with the championship, right? And then, obviously over the weekend, Triple H just, made it official after another brawl. So I'm excited for this. I mean, it's, WWE has done a really well job with this because it's like, all right, let's see if Nick Aldis still has it, right? We haven't seen him wrestle in a while, right? We know he's talented. And you know what's great? He's wrestling against one of the greatest in the world.
Definitely top 5 in the industry today. Top 5 in WWE.
So,
do you guys think this is a one and done match, or is this to test to see the waters to see how Nick?
It might be a test. It might be a trial, like a trial run.
Because if he wins, you may see Aldis quiet for a while, and you see like Gunther at the Rumble, and Aldis fucks him up again. Then you're gonna see Gunther and Aldis in some big stipulation, and then maybe Gunther goes away for like 3-4 months to get a vacation,
So
You know
we
what I mean?
get
Something
we
like
get we
that.
get we get a trilogy match where the third trilogy match is Gunther lives up to the reputation of the career killer.
I don't know
Could be,
because
and maybe all this
here's the thing.
survives for now. You know,
During his run as general manager, Nick Aldis made a lot of enemies, and not just Gunther. You know, you have guys like Drew McIntyre, right?
who's on hiatus, be back soon.
Right. So you know,
Oh,
I think
McIntyre's gonna fucking interfere. I can see it. I can
who
see
knows? Yeah, I can see it too. So I'm like, it's going to be. This match is very intriguing. I mean, the last time he wrestled in a ring was 3 years ago, right, in TNA. But now in
As the GOAT,
WWE,
Magnus.
in WWE, his first match is against Gunther.
I
So
feel like he's probably still been training. I feel like probably he's still been training. There's no way that
He has been. He's been. You could just tell.
he's kept his physique.
Is he ring ready? Who knows? That's a great question.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. But again,
he needs to come out as Magnus. Come out with the full gear. All this all this in the front, Magnus in the back.
He's still young. He's still young.
He's
39 years
39.
old.
Can I give a TNA reference real quick for y'all? I hope one of these days we get a 6-sided steel ring back for one match only.
I'll tell you what. I'll double down for you. You remember for the NWA Heavyweight Championship when I was 2021, I think is when it was, when it was Aldis versus Cody Rhodes, how great that match was. What if Aldis gets around and he goes against Cody at some point, if Cody goes heel? I think in that match, Cody
it could happen because right to what I said before, he made a couple of enemies or had numerous issues, and Cody is one of them. McIntyre again. Yeah. So he didn't, he didn't make a lot of friends, and that's the thing. It's like if let's say if Cody loses to Punk, right? You could do a heel turn there, or whatever the case may be. It's like
however you line it up, yeah.
Oh, another. I mean, he's still nursing an injury, but another person who physically put his hands on Nick Aldis is Randy Orton,
who has been
again. So
chilling.
So I think WWE, what they're going to do is they're going to study this match carefully. They're going to be like, all right, let's see the reception that Nick Aldis gets, right? Let's see. Well, first, let's see if it's a good match. Let's see if the crowd really responds to this match. And then we can move on from there, right? Because, like, let's say if things go south, then he could go back to being an authority figure, right? But if things go well, then, okay, maybe we can build something here.
So my thing is, if you take him out of the GM role, right, Nick Aldis, and he becomes a wrestler, who do you insert in that GM role? Because I think WWE has been clear they were trying to have 2 different GMs on each brand.
He could still be a GM. He'll just fight.
I mean, that's a great question.
No, I'm saying, but they're not going to make Adam Pearce the GM of both brands when they have that.
No.
Well, I'm saying all this can stay being a GM. He's just fighting.
No,
I don't think they would do that. I don't think they'll do that. I think he has to relinquish.
They'll bring somebody. They'll bring somebody. I think maybe like
Teddy Long.
No. So what? So you can say the Undertaker. No.
What do you say with the old boy? The challenge that Goldberg and Alex the guy.
No.
What's the reference? I gotta look it up.
What was it? Was it the White Boy Challenge?
Yeah, something White Boy Challenge, and Goldberg beats the absolute shit out of him. Let me see.
So there's one name I'm thinking that makes sense because he recently finally retired, and he's just been basically on the Raw pre-shows. Big E.
Roddy Mack in the 5-minute White Boy Challenge.
Yeah, you could do Big E. I mean, like again, this is just a shot of the dark. You could put a guy who recently retired. You could put AJ Styles.
That's a good poll.
You know, but you definitely need like a well-known figure, you know, because
and respectable figure at that.
Because right now, like SmackDown, it seems like a sinking ship right now.
Teddy Long would be great. I love that one because I could just see him doing the dance. It'd be holla 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 coming over, smack that and shit. But no, I think that played its course twice already. So I think
Yeah,
they're not gonna do a
It
third
ran its
quarter
course
version.
yeah.
a long time ago.
Yeah,
But it's okay
Um,
though. Like, it's just the idea of like seeing that actually happen. It will go
Teddy Long
crazy,
was
and then
great
it's
though.
like after
Teddy
a
Long
month,
was
like, all
great.
right, what are we doing?
yeah.
In that regard.
Let's go on to two quick points that I want to bring up from Monday Night Raw. And it seems like, again, Paul Heyman has relinquished the power to Maxine when it comes to the Vision. And to be honest with you, let me just say the addition of Maxine Dupree to the Vision has done more well than harm. So far, I've liked what I've seen. It seems like the Vision are slowly, getting back to what they once were, which was a dominant force, right? And then you got Brunson Reed still like on its way back.
They
Logan
just need the
Paul,
original fearless leader, Seth Rollins back. They'll be fine.
yeah, and they've done a very good job at making Austin Theory look good, but at the same time, they're making Braun Breaker look like an absolute unit. Um,
Yeah.
Now, again, do you guys? Let me ask you guys: do you like the addition of Maxine in the Vision?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, like
It's a great
we
change
talked
of
about this before.
pace. You're seeing a lot of things transpire now. You can do a lot more with Maxine running the show and having the one female voice in the group.
Yeah,
So I'm
Well, the
all
rumor
for it.
was she was transitioning more to valet now, as on the
yeah.
valet side. I think still work on wrestling, but I think like a lot of people don't realize like if you never heard her promo work when she was with um, LA Knight before. I'm not going with LA Knight's old alias because we know that was fucking stupid. So I'm not going to refer to him as a Max Dupree because sorry, Mitch, I had to do it. But Max Dupree, Mitch's all-time favorite wrestler, but I had to throw that shot at me. Sorry,
God,
Mitch.
God,
But
that was horrendous.
yes, but no, what I'm trying to say is when she first came in, though, even we noticed that her mic work was solid as a heel.
Hmm.
So when she became a face, she cut some solid promos as a face later on in her run. So I think transitioning well to being the leader, yeah, definitely. She
I
proven
think I think the wrestling needed some work,
I
right?
think I don't think it was anything too crazy,
I
but
know,
it was there. The
but I mean,
potential was there.
I think at some point, if you really look at it,
Mhm.
at some point they kind of lost faith in her because it seemed like they were setting up a good push for her. I think it was like this year or last year, right, where she was starting to train with Natalia, and Natalia betrayed her, and then it absolutely went nowhere. Like she
Yeah,
captured the title, yes, then she lost it, and then she just like rejoined like Otis and Tozawa. But this darker version of Maxine, it's right. I think, in my opinion, it's hitting on all cylinders, and we'll see how.
And the iron is hot.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, you have to. That's smart booking.
yep. Also on WWE Raw, again, I kind of want to know your guys' feeling about this. What is Solo's plan?
Nothing.
Because I mean, the fact that Solo's out here, WWE has done a pretty decent job at making us think.
Solo's going solo. That's
I don't
that's
know, but
That's
they're
really what it looks like.
they're making us think. Oh, is Solo a good guy, right? By plotting against the bloodline, or is he the same old Solo? Is he a bad guy? Is he actually a snake? And like what are we doing here? Like, what do you think?
Yes, I'd like to find
Solo.
Solo to be honest.
I think we answered that question last time. I think Solo is on track to head back to the Bloodline.
Yeah, I mean, and I didn't think so, but I think the whole thing it was a little weird. Him calling out.
It's leaning that way, and I think
Yeah,
we're gonna
him.
get Tala and Tama in it too. I think.
Yeah, him kind of calling out Seth Rollins, telling him, "Hey, let me have your back," right? Obviously offers his help, and the fact that Seth is considering it is
After him,
yeah, it's a
messing
little
with Jay
mind
and Jimmy.
blowing to me. But who knows? Maybe he leans towards taking this offer. Like, I don't know. I just think like this is all smelling like Rollins getting set up by the bloodline.
per usual.
I mean, we might legit see the end of SummerSlam with all of them together.
I mean, yeah, like, and I'm thinking like Zila's been teasing himself too, and then
Oh, he's
I
showing
feel
up.
like
He's showing
yeah,
up
and I feel like
on night 2. 100%.
and
You
I
think
feel
so?
like
I think he'll start in
I-
NXT first.
I feel like
I think
he
they might.
shows up and does whatever and then goes to NXT.
I think they might do the
I feel like-
same route with Solo that they're going to do with Zero.
I feel like Tonga Loa is going to be a name that they re-signed back on the cheap. I believe they released him even though he was recovering from injury. Anyway,
I think
I feel like that's
he
one
had elbow
name.
surgery.
Yeah, I think that's one
Elbow or
name
shoulder.
to look out for that might come back on a cheap contract in a mid-card, scene or whatnot. We know the legend of the great Tonga Loa, but let's not get into that. But it makes sense for bloodline. From bloodline purposes, it makes sense to bring him back. I don't think
Cobb?
they'll bring back which one?
Jeff Cobb?
No, they won't.
Nah, I think
It's over.
nah. I think he's
I think it's going to stick to the original bloodline story people, like the original
Yeah.
family members. I think that's the smart direction to go.
People
you
who
got
are
Tala,
actually
Tonga, and
family.
Tama.
Yeah.
If you really go down that, you really want to build back on that bloodline story. And then I'm going to say this, and I think it's not a wild take anymore now. I think once Paul Heyman's done with the Brock Lesnar business,
He was back being the wise man.
It goes back to being the wise man. He's part of the original bloodline. You can't have it, the original bloodline, without him.
But to be honest with you,
Does Roman need it?
I don't think so.
Roman doesn't need it, but would it be fantastic for purposes of storytelling? Absolutely. After screwing him over and everything else happened, and then they sort of come back and reunite. Because remember, there was a time that Sammy and him weren't talking. There was a time that Jay, Jimmy, all of them had their thing, and they all made up. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? They all friend them.
For the most part, yeah.
The only one that has not made up. The only one that has not making up with him yet is 2 names left: Solo and Paul Heyman.
I think with whole to be honest with
Unless we
you,
get
maybe
Armando.
down the line, maybe down the line, maybe down the line you could see it, but
Alejandro Estrada.
No. I think when it comes to Paul Heyman,
Hey, he was a great heel though, man. Let's not.
He was.
He was a good vocal.
I know the bloodline right now, but yes, he was. You put him into the storyline now, then we're talking.
I think on Paul Heyman, he's gonna have his hands full with the Vision, and I say that because we see that he's distancing himself from the Vision, right? Yeah. But what for? For Brock Lesnar and all his shenanigans, right? And I think Braun Breaker, they're gonna set something up between Braun Breaker and Lesnar. I think that is one of the marquee matchups that WWE wants to do, and I think they should, the term that everybody uses, plotting the seeds. I think they started doing that.
I mean,
you think
now, and here's why I don't think it's Paul Heyman. I think yes, they're going to get some sort of wise man, but it's not going to be Paul Heyman. I think if you really catch Tonga Loa, the last couple of episodes of Friday Night SmackDown, he keeps referring to the elders. The elders.
Rikishi.
I don't know.
No. I don't know.
You
gotta be like Rikishi, like this. Look, The Rock when he goes, "I did it for The Rock.
I did it for The Rock. I did this.
I did it for my
family. I did this. I shut the hell up.
Shut
up. Oh, you dog wearing fatty.
My thing is like, who are the elders? I mean,
is it The Rock?
Rikishi?
It's possible. I think it's it's
whoever's alive. Whoever's alive in the bloodline.
Yeah, The Rock is a high ranking, right? So it would make sense, right? But if you want to go with like legends or legends of that family, legends of that wrestling, you would go with Rikishi or Haku, one of those two.
Haku is he still on the alumni roster?
Yes.
Who knows?
Who is it?
But
Who is it?
Haku.
Yes.
That's the thing. Tagaloa kept saying elders, and
Haku, yes.
would you consider The Rock as an elder? Absolutely, he's the final boss.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, all right, let's go
Haku's
on.
on the alumni page, so
Yeah,
that's a possibility.
Yeah.
It's going to just be teased as all the elders and whoever's older and been involved in wrestling. It doesn't, and I like that reference because it loosely associates people that are not associated with
Exactly.
WWE and other
It's
things.
everybody, not just a single
I like
person.
that.
You have options.
Correct. And
let's-
WWE is good at foreshadowing stuff because we know they did that with Jacob Fatu before
Yep.
when his name appeared. We know that with Zila. There's a lot of things that WWE, like we said, fans don't catch this shit. With casuals are not going to catch this shit. You got to be somebody that likes that storytelling, like us three do.
Yeah.
And we can catch that shit and build on it and know what they're talking about. So if Zila comes, it's just another name to add to the family tree.
Thanks. Let's go on to NXT, which again it was a pretty significant episode. Lola Vice, Kendall Gray agree to fight in NXT Underground.
Let's make this real simple. Who you got?
Well, I mean, all right. So you have Lola Vice, who is the Underground Queen, who's been undefeated. But then you got Kendall Gray, who is the champ, who is the one on the come up. To be honest with you, I'm going with Kendall Gray. I think she finds a way to beat Lola, and Lola goes on to the main roster.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. She's probably going to wind up in SmackDown, and she's probably going to do a lot of appearances in AAA. I probably would say that.
I agree with you both. I think this is Lola's swan song, and then she moves forward. Kendall Gray is not going to have the opportunity to be.
And this is going to be a banger. This is definitely going to be a banger. Because obviously
they built a 7-star match.
Lola, Lola with her MMA background, right? And then Kendall Gray, who's just
fuck his match ratings. Fuck his match ratings. He only did this match to AEW.
I know you hear us. You watch everything. I know you hear us. Fuck them ratings.
But I don't know. Yeah, I think this has Kendall Gray all over it. They want to continue pushing her, and I don't blame her. I mean,
it makes
Lola,
sense. It makes sense to keep pushing her.
Yeah, Lola winning here.
It'd be stupid to take the ball.
Yeah, Lola winning here absolutely does nothing for her because I think Lola is well established, right? She's one of the top upcoming women, right? Who will soon be in the main roster. And then Kendall Gray, I just love everything they're doing with Kendall Gray because she is a star. She is the future of that women's division.
Right. Absolutely.
So, and then
it's gonna be a banger match. It's gonna be a banger match. We knew that already.
Yep, absolutely. And then we had Tony D'Angelo retain in a street fight against Naraku, and Mike Santana debuts right after.
We knew that was happening.
Yep.
Mr. Boricua himself.
Yep. Mike Santana.
I told you he was never going back to AEW. He said,
"Man, shut up! Shut up! Enjoy the moment. We don't care about that no more."
I think we all knew that.
Whatever.
I think the fact that he knew if he went to AEW, he wouldn't be built the same way.
Listen, for him, NXT is a hand to glove fit. I throw that out there. I don't need to explain anything else on it. Hand to glove fit.
Yep. As Tony D'Angelo celebrated his win, the former TNA World Champion Mike Santana came out through the crowd and stared Tony D'Angelo. So now Tony D'Angelo has another challenger, right in front of him, and I love it. Mike Santana continues betting on himself, right? He was in AEW. Known to be a tag team specialist, left AEW to go to TNA to bet on himself, start off his singles career, and it just took off. I mean, he made sporadic appearances in NXT as the NXT champion, and then shortly after his release from TNA, he finally lands with WWE, and he's gonna kill it. He's absolutely gonna kill it.
Yeah,
Good for
I'm
him.
interested though. Will he? Will he? They're not going to be one of those situations where they try to change his name. I hope they don't try to do it.
No, just keep it as is. He
Okay,
already made
so
man with his name
so a lot of
beforehand.
people were concerned about that because there was no mention of his name, and I also thought the same thing. But there were like one or two posts from WWE where they refer him as Mike Santana. But who knows? You
But
know,
remember,
Maybe they can
WWE
change
did
it a
that
week.
with Jeff Cobb. They did that with Jeff Cobb too.
yeah,
Correct me if I'm
that's what
wrong.
I'm saying. Like,
They
who
said
knows?
they
There's
said
a
it was Jeff
possibility.
Cobb, and then next he becomes fucking JC Mateo,
Yeah. No,
Mateo.
and
which
then
was a
what's it called?
shitty fucking name for a generic character. He was the epitome of a created fucking player in
Where
the
do you
game
leave?
that the
Where do
old
you
school
leave Royce
wrestling singlet
Keys?
and shit.
Where do you leave Royce Keys? Royce Keys in the Royal Rumble.
But
In
I
the
think Royce
Titantron.
Keys, at least Royce Keys could talk more. I think he
No. I'm saying Royce
Jeff
Royce
Cobb
Keys.
Keys
did.
has
I'm
Mike.
saying Royce Keys in the Titantron, right? It had his AEW name.
Oh yeah.
Then faded, and then Royce Keys came out. So I'm just saying,
Right.
I thought that was fine. I did like that. That was fire when they
yeah,
did.
no, that was fine. I'm just saying, like, I kind of like the name Mike Santana, and I hope they keep it. If
Yeah. I got a feeling they might change. They might just like get rid of Mike.
yeah,
I'm like, don't
please
do that.
don't.
Don't call him Santana. There's
Yeah,
only one
next
Santana.
week.
He's
I just
retired.
hope next week they don't call him Castro.
I don't think they will. Correct me if I'm wrong. A lot of names I've noticed from promotion, like not the major promotion, they tend to keep them. So like anybody from like AEW, a lot of times their name stays, or like for Zack Ryder obviously went back to Matt Cardona, like
Woo
his
woo
original name.
woo.
So that's different.
You
But I think a
know.
lot of these guys negotiate their contracts where they say, "Oh, I'm going to keep my name," and then some of them have to be more willing to like open. Like we know, freaking Blake Monroe, Mariah
Who
May was
who
one.
knows? He
A
might
lot of
lose.
different.
WWE loves those like one name kind of
Yeah,
thing.
don't make it just
Yeah.
They
Santana.
might drop the mic and just keep him as Santana.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. There's
I mean,
only
and
one Santana.
my thing is
You're doing
Santana. The name,
the Vince McMahon thing.
yeah,
He used to drop the first names. He
Yeah.
changed Austin
Don't,
Theory's name to
no.
one time he was Austin Theory, then he was Theory, then he
No,
was
don't do that.
A-Town Down Austin Theory. I was like,
There
what the
is
fuck is going on?
one Santana, and he's an elite guitarist, and we leave it at that. It's Mike Santana, Mikey Wrestling, and we keep it at that.
all
I
right.
Miguel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, don't do Miguel Santana either. Don't do that shit. Oh man, you're gonna cause an uproar.
All right, let's switch off. Let's
They could change it to
over
Michael Santana.
Shut
That
the
would be
fuck
terrible
up.
too.
to the land of all elite AEW, where recently, one of the main topics has been
shit, okay.
Sammy Guevara allegedly removing the AEW.
Bro, why is this a topic? We do not give a fuck about Sammy Guevara in 2020. What has he done in 2026?
It's
think
interesting that
it's
you
more-
say
I
that
don't know.
because it seems like a lot of controversy surrounds him.
Everywhere he goes, something is going on.
Yeah. So, a lot of people, including myself,
It all
conclusion-
started with Mercedes Moné.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No, literally, that's
no,
like
I know.
you get those comments about that.
Yeah,
That's
he
when
said
everything just went shit.
of
Man.
course.
Everything.
So a lot of people, including myself, quickly were, we
You
thought,
go figure they're in the same
wow,
promotion now. I just
he's gonna leave AEW, or but according to Tony Khan during his what's it called, during his media call, he kind of like shut down the whole speculation regarding Sammy. He says, as I understand it, when Sammy changed his bio, I don't think he ever had AEW in it in the first place, so it wasn't a negative change. And then he said, I got a nice message from Sammy saying he wasn't trying to do anything bad and that he loves AEW, and I believe that. Sammy has been a good wrestler for us in AEW and Ring of Honor. He's a great talent and a very good person. But
Cool.
but again, it's interesting.
So how long did ChatGPT take to write that for him?
I sound so generic. That sounds like
I don't know.
That sounds like a Chat GPT prompt, bro. That don't even sound original. It's just
but
hey, Chat GPT, make me a prompt to talk nice about a wrestler in my
Okay.
promotion. Like
but
insert
the email that
insert
Triple H
wrestler
sent
here.
out. Insert
But-
wrestler here. Triple H email.
my thing is,
Yeah, I heard about that too.
1 + 1 is not adding.
Quick
There's no
math.
adding.
1 +
Sammy
1 is not
Guevara.
adding because a few hours ago we just learned that his real life wife, Tay Melo, was granted her release. So what's adding up? So
I
so
don't want to talk about
Well,
this
she
bullshit
requested
anymore.
she's stepping away from wrestling. So I
yeah,
think that's
so
what it
she's
is.
stepping away from wrestling in general, according to Tony Khan. So, according to Brian Alvarez, right? He
That's
said
Henry's
that
guy.
he said Melo requested her release from AEW in 2025, but it was denied, right? Then in the media call, he said,
Yeah.
you know, obviously a lot of inaccurate things I saw about Tay, and to be honest, in this case, there was smoke to the fire, but people were putting the fire in the wrong place, right? And then going forward, he said, she has said, I love AEW, I love the people here, but I wanted to step away from AEW and step away from wrestling, and that's what she told me. My thing regarding this, right? It's possible that she might, you know, be done with wrestling in general, or not in general, but for the time being. But I think she might have wanted more. You know, the fact that her and Anna Jay should have been, you know, women's tag team champions at some point, right? They should have had at least a run.
They should have been the inaugural champions.
Yeah, they should. Yeah, exactly. They should have either that or they should have had a run. That wasn't, you know, that didn't go. And you know, to be honest with you, there's no like, I hate to say it, there's no room for her, right? I mean, the women's division right now is pretty clogged, and I don't know. Maybe she was just looking for a way out. This is just me speculating, you know. So I don't know. The whole thing seemed really weird. Where, you know, he takes off AEW from his bio, she gets released today, or she's
And
going
now nothing going on.
and yeah. So I don't know. And to be honest with you, he hasn't been he wasn't being used recently in AEW or Ring of Honor
When was
TV.
the last time he was used in
not.
general? Let's not talk about recently.
So I don't
When
know.
was the
So
last time you heard Sammy Guevara?
It's been a while.
yeah. And then Melo, Tay Melo
I
has been
I would
there.
have to look that up. I don't even know.
Tay Melo has been there
Right
for a
now.
while in AEW since 2020, right? And yeah, she had some time off because, you know, she was pregnant. She gave birth, right? But again, like, I don't know. He Tony Khan continues to say that since that talk, I haven't brought her back, booked her, and I'm gonna give Tay that release. So, it seems like
His last match was in June of this year, June 6th.
So my thing is, this is just me, right? If she signs elsewhere, like, you know, if she starts wrestling elsewhere, it's because she just didn't want to be in AEW due to creative, you know, differences. Because I do believe like she loved the environment, she loves the people there, but I think, you know, I'm just saying, if she goes back into wrestling and quickly like joins another company, it's because of creative differences. That's
Right.
all I'm saying.
It's fine.
And then speaking of her tag team partners, so Anna Jay did extend her contract with AEW. I'm not sure
That's a smart move right there.
Yeah, in the media call, Tony Khan said Anna is in very good standing with us. Anna is currently out. Anna is out injured right now. I was hoping to book her in recent weeks, and she has an injury. Last week, she was going for an MRI. She's in good standing and has a lot of time left. She's extended her contract with AEW. She is going to be staying in AEW. So, again, just like Melo, Anna last wrestled on the June 6th episode of AEW Collision when she teamed up with Melo and lost to Divine Dominion. So it sucks that she's injured. Just best wishes for her and her recovery. But it seems like Anna Jay will stay with AEW for the future.
A nice healthy dose
Yep.
of wrestling news.
Yep. On AEW Dynamite, there was chaos everywhere in the main event. Faction chaos, like to call it.
What? Hey, why you call it? It's everything in AW's faction chaos. Like that's just Dynamite in general. Like, what made this episode of Dynamite any more special?
We saw the main event, which was Kenny Omega, the unlikely alliance of Kenny Omega, Will Ospreay, and Jon Moxley, who teamed up to defeat Hechicero, Brian Cage, and Jake Doyle. But post-match, right, a brawl between Omega and Moxley erupted, and then the Young Bucks joined in, and you just kind of started seeing differences between, Omega and Ospreay, right? All this led to Kevin Knight blindsiding Omega to close the show. So, and then obviously, I don't know. I think there's a lot going on here because you got the Death Riders, you got the Elite, you got the Don Callis family. So that's why it was so chaotic.
Exactly.
All right, and then to close out the show, fellas, you know that AEW Redemption is this weekend. So just a quick preview. And
this weekend?
Is it this weekend?
Or next weekend? No, next weekend SummerSlam. Is it this weekend?
Is it this weekend? I don't know. I might be drunk.
Let me look this around. A Redemption.
Is it? Yeah, I know I wasn't bugging. It's this weekend, Sunday, July 26th in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. So
we're watching this event, right, Soto?
Huh?
Pulling up.
Yeah?
Yeah, why
not? So, all right. So there's a couple of matches on the card. You guys just pick out who you guys think will win. Let's start off with, all right, I think a match that I'm actually excited about because AEW ladders, I think it's a gem waiting to happen. So it's a 6-way ladder match for a shot at the AEW International Championship. So far we have 4 participants. We have Jack Perry, the Beast Mortos, Commander, and Speedball Mike Bailey, right?
That's Henry's boy right there.
Speedball
Mike Bailey, that's your man.
The other two will be decided. 2 more qualifiers for Collision, which will be Nick Wayne versus AR Fox and Leo Rush versus El Clone.
What's crazy about this is, if you go on Wikipedia, it already has Nick Wayne and El Clone on the 6-man.
Oh, really?
Card. Yeah.
So
I don't know if it's confirmed yet, or
apologies.
No. I don't know if they're doing anything edited going forward. That's what they got on here right now. So I don't know if it's confirmed that, or there's going to be.
Oh, okay, so yeah. So all right, who you got?
That's a hard one. I would pick Nick Wayne as a dark horse. If Nick Wayne qualifies, I'd put him as a dark horse. I'm just going to toss that out there right now.
I'm taking Mike Bailey. In Montreal, the first event for them in Canada.
I'm going with Jack Perry as a thank you for re-signing with AEW.
I'm going with Speedball.
One Mike Bailey.
All right, so in what I believe to be in a chain match, you got Jay White and Juice Robinson versus David Finlay and Clark Connors.
No. What's that group called?
The Bang Bang.
Harry, what's that called? Because they're winning.
I think I'm gonna go with David Finlay and Clark Connors just because.
You go with the dogs, the big dogs.
I just think they need more momentum. I mean, yeah, I think I love the fact that Jay White is back. But yeah, I think David Finlay and Clark Connors needs a boost in regards to this feud. So I'm going with them.
Okay.
Yeah, me too. I was gonna say that too. That's,
for the AEW. Yep.
They need that. They've been booked terribly.
Yeah. Like one would wonder if how David Finlay would have been booked in WWE or NXT.
Exactly.
You know,
I
'cause
forgot.
he had that option. For the AEW National Championship, you have Mark Davis defending the AEW National Championship against Andrade El Idolo.
This
Do
one,
we
I don't think
see
we all
a
need to speak
win
on this
for
one.
Andrade?
We all know who's going to win this. I think all three of us could agree it's going to be Andrade.
Yeah. Do we finally see gold?
Absolutely. He vowed to take a championship from the Don Callis family. This is it.
Yep.
For the TBS Championship, you have Hikaru Shida versus Maya World.
Shida's winning next.
Yeah,
I see
like
Sheeta
that.
winning, but I feel like there's going to be some interference probably by Statlander.
Oh, preparing for that next
he
next
could
match.
cost. Okay.
Yeah. There's going to be some type of angle where she does something and Statlander comes in, and that's basically the next few teams.
Yeah, I
Right.
like that. Or maybe Athena interferes too on behalf of Shida. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
In a no holds bar match, you have Tommaso Ciampa versus the Painmaker, Chris Jericho.
Tommaso Ciampa.
We know who's winning this. Tomas, what? He ain't win nothing since he won the belt and lost the belt in a week.
The reason why I say Tommaso is because, yes, I know Jericho's bringing back the Painmaker, but I feel like Jericho's at the point in his career that he doesn't need to take wins.
Jericho needs all the wins possible because his AEW legacy is just.
Let me just say this: as somebody who has met Tommaso Ciampa, and I think he's one of the coolest, most genuine wrestlers out there. If Tommaso Ciampa loses, I might actually shed a tear. There is no way
I'm gonna watch genuine tears down Soto's face.
No way in hell should Chris Jericho win this match, but I still have him to win this match.
What?
Henry, I'm gonna have the phone ready for the tears. Just like remember that Shannon Sharp when he's talking on Sunday Night Football on CBS. You see the tear coming down. That's gonna be Soto.
You know, I was thinking of the South Park episode when Cartman was licking the tears.
Oh yeah.
For the AEW Tag Team Championships, we have Cope and Cage versus Claudio and Pac.
Yeah, Cope and Cage are winning.
Yeah, Cope and Cage.
Yeah.
The time when their retirement is not yet.
Yeah.
So
I feel like Pac is sort of lost too. He's another one that's
lost in the mix. And to be honest with you, with next week AEW being in Detroit, there's a couple of Motor City Machine Guns wandering
waiting
around.
for a chance. Yeah.
We're
gonna have the Canadians lose in Montreal.
Yeah.
They lose. The pay-per-view is done.
Yeah, I think we're
there's no way. If they do that, you're talking about Bret Hart level heat in Canada, bro.
Yeah. I think with
nuclear heat, there's no coming back from that.
I think with Machine Guns, coming in next week, right? This again, this sets up the New Day at Wembley. I think we're gonna get like a 3-way or 4-way. So I think it's gonna be Machine Guns, the New Day, Cage and Cope, and maybe the Young Bucks, maybe.
Bro, we get the fucking New Day too. Oh shit!
If we get a fatal 4-way tag match, that would be absolutely insane.
I mean,
I'm gonna say this: it's never been done. A fatal 4-way tag match where you have 2 Joker teams. That's how you know they're fucking debuting.
Yeah,
I like that.
You have the 2 Jokers, and nobody knows who they are,
and they just pop up one after another.
Yep,
that'd be kind of sick. It'd be basically. I'm gonna throw this out there. Soto's probably gonna lose it for a second, but it's gonna be in the level of when you had Bryan Danielson debut and freaking Adam Cole on the same night.
It would be similar. It would be similar.
Yes.
I just think that the Motor City Machine Guns are definitely.
Me and Soto were there when that happened too. That shit was insane.
Out of both both tag teams, Machine Guns, New Day, I don't think they want to take away from each other. So I think next week, since AEW is in Detroit, you could see them pop up, and I think New Day would be perfectly suited to come out at Wembley.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's
fair.
let me see. Okay, for the international championship, you have Kyle Fletcher versus Bandito.
Fletcher retaining.
I think this might be the
Yeah,
match of the
Fletcher's
night,
retaining.
but yeah, Fletcher.
Fletcher's retaining, but I feel like there's going to be some type of angle in this match, and I don't know what. But I can't put my finger on
More
it.
Don
Like,
Callis shit.
No, I see.
yeah,
I think maybe after the match, I think there might be some miscommunication. I mean, who knows? Maybe Takeshi gets involved, or maybe even Okada tries to help out Fletcher, but it backfires, some shit like that. But I like the
well, I
idea.
feel like it's going to be one of them because they teased it the other day on Dynamite too. There's a lot of tension in the whole Don
Mhm.
Callis family
Right,
in
right.
general. Correct me if I'm
Break
wrong.
that
It
shit
was
apart.
Kevin Knight and Kyle Fletcher.
Yeah,
So that was teased as well, and that future feud would be very very interesting. So
yep.
let's not say that it's going to happen, but I feel like since Kevin Knight just joined, I don't feel like he's going to get kicked out of the Don Callis family. But I feel like at some point, Kyle Fletcher's ego is going to get to him. It's going to cost him his belt, and it's going to cost him to be out of the Don Callis family. Don Callis is going to basically tell him that he's too much of a hothead and too much of a
Yeah,
liability. I think that's
yeah.
to
Get the
get him
fuck out of here.
here first. Kyle Fletcher really doesn't need the Don Callis family though either.
Nope.
I'm going to throw that out there.
Yeah.
Kyle
else we got
Fletcher
set up?
was legit by himself. So
And then the last three matches on the card. So we have Will Ospreay teaming up with John Moxley against the Young Bucks.
Well, Osprey's winning. Continue. Osprey and Moxley.
I have Ospreay and Mox winning.
yeah, me too.
Again,
It's such a hard match though. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think again this match is continuing to set up that or reunite that feud between Ospreay and Kenny. Like it's it's gonna seem more like Mox will have no restraints. Like he is going for the kill, and
Right.
Will
Unhinged.
Ospreay will be like, oh my god, should I follow him or should I contain myself?
Is this going to be a short run for Omega? And this is his final run as a
Yes,
champion?
yes.
You think so?
Ospreay's beating Omega at Wembley.
Mm-hmm.
No, absolutely. I'm saying, but it's not going to be a long run. I think this might be it for Kenny Omega as a full-time wrestler and as a champion for a while.
Okay.
For the AEW Women's World Championship, you have Tekla versus Willow Nightingale.
I hope Willow wins. I got Tekla.
Yeah,
I got Tekla too.
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
it's nice to see
Willow's a good
Willow.
champ.
Yeah, it's nice to
The
see
only
Willow.
the only person that's going to basically beat Tekla is going to be Mercedes. The writing's on the wall for that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then the main event, the AEW Men's World Championship, Kenny Omega defends against Kevin Knight.
Omega next.
Omega, but I feel like it's going to be one of those underrated matches of the night.
Does Osprey
yeah.
get involved?
Ospreay could get involved.
Not to fuck up the win for him, but just
Ospreay-
to just like show his
I think
face.
Ospreay could get involved, maybe post match, maybe like a post match beatdown, if the Don Callis family gets involved.
I feel like it is. I feel like it is going to be. He gets involved in the match. If Don Callis sees that the numbers are getting to Kenny Omega, he'll probably lend him a hand. I could see that kind of.
It's just. I think we're gonna see like something happen throughout this event, like a turning point where like I don't know. I don't see Omega making the first move and attacking Ospreay, but whether Ospreay kind of like inadvertently hitting Omega or intentionally hitting Omega, I can see happening because right now you have Will Ospreay who's going to challenge for the World Championship, but he has the angel on his right side, which is Kenny Omega. Like Kenny Omega's like, hey, like saying all these good and positive stuff, little brother things, right? But then you have the devil on your left shoulder, which is John Moxley, Moxley is like, do it, go for the kill, take him out. So I think we're going to see like an aggressive Ospreay during that tag team match against the Young Bucks, and maybe Kenny Omega goes in to stop it or goes in to confront it. But we're going to see something big happen between them two.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So I'm pulling up on Sunday. We're watching this. We're going to see the first AEW match in Montreal. Before we wrap things up, right? You guys know what happened 17 years ago today on TNA? Somebody enter a TNA ring for the first time?
17 years ago, was it Kurt Angle?
Kurt Angle was involved, but no, not Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle was involved. I don't know.
Man, that really makes me think. Shit.
17 years today,
Hold on.
Bobby Lashley stepped into the TNA ring for
Man,
the
nobody
first
cares
time
about Bobby Lashley.
and wiped out the
Wrap
main
this episode
event
up.
mafia.
Yeah, so this is like
Yo,
fucking
you
end
just
this
have
shit.
to hear, bro. What's wrong with Bobby Lashley?
Yo,
Bobby Lashley was a great TNA wrestler.
he was. They gave him a lot of opportunities.
Fucking
It was,
hater.
yeah.
How dare you? All right, you know what? Fuck this. I got a question for both of you. Master, you go first. Is the OVW wrestling class of 2003 or 2002 the best draft class of all time?
Which is
Brock, Cena, Batista, Orton.
yes.
Okay. Wipe one from existence. Who are you wiping out? Yeah, Henry, set up for this one. Yeah, you got to answer this shit too.
Who are the four?
The Mount Rushmore of that draft class. I mean, you have like Haas and Benjamin, other people, but it was Lesnar, Cena, Orton, and Batista. Those four.
I'm leaning towards Batista.
That's the best draft class.
Batista, I don't even have to hesitate. Batista.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards Batista.
This is my order. Batista.
Is the first one to
Cena,
go, or what's your
Batista? I'm going pure natural gifted athlete.
Okay.
Batista, because Batista struggled a bit in the beginning with his character development, wrestling.
So you hung out with Devon. What's wrong with that? You gotta talk to
No,
Devon.
not even that. It's just, but he found his niche. But I respect Batista because he left WWE
So wait,
and said, "I'm not a PG guy."
Wiping a career?
Take one out from existence.
Batista.
Yo, Henry, shut up.
I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards Lesnar.
Batista's culture.
No.
See, because Batista,
he is, but you're
Batista,
also getting three different type of bills with Orton.
Yeah, no, right. But
Batista,
you eliminate
Lesnar,
Batista, and it's like
Wait,
that run he had that after winning the World Heavyweight Championship from Triple H.
2006 run was
that was a god run, right? But then also you gotta see what he did before his feud with Triple H, where like everything he did with Evolution, which they ran the fucking company for like years.
Mm-hmm. That was a good 2-year run before he's had the.
I don't know. I'm leaning towards Lesnar, to be honest with you.
Really?
I'm gonna tell you. You are smoking some shit.
Okay. I got. All right, Henry. Why would you? Okay, so why would you get rid of Batista?
So I'm looking at in terms of how his character started, right? So John Cena was a terrible gimmick when he first started. The prototype. His gimmick was terrible. Randy Orton was Randy Orton. There was no ifs, ands, or buts.
Before Evolution, right?
Brock Lesnar was one of the most hyped athletes ever in WWE. Ever. Like, I'm talking about like on the athletic scale, testing off the charts and everything. And then you have Batista, who was a freak athlete, freak wrestler. But his character also was god awful. I think
you have to talk to Devon,
between
bro. It was Devon's fault.
But him and Cena, if you could put between those two in that draft class, which one of those two had the worst character? That's how you eliminate who you want.
I just I think and you make a great point.
You have to eliminate one of those, Cena, Batista.
No, you don't eliminate Cena. I'm sorry, you just can't.
I'm saying you're not, but that's where I'm getting at.
Yeah,
no, I hear you. I hear that.
My thing is like I look at Batista and Brock, right? And I think you could flip flop. And I know people would say, "What? You're crazy." I just think like I'm looking at what Batista did, especially with Evolution, especially like that run he had with the Triple H feud, and even after that, right? His feud with JBL, Eddie Guerrero. I'm missing something.
Cena, Rey Mysterio,
Rey Mysterio, right. And not that Brock Lesnar had, memorable feuds, but I don't know. It's a toss up, but it's definitely between those two. I mean, I don't know. Just to be different, I'll probably pick Brock Lesnar. But
I mean, that's fine. Yeah, be different is always good.
yeah,
I just think logistically, it makes sense being Batista.
I just think John Cena and Randy Orton are untouchable. You really can't.
We did it untouchable.
Yeah.
Okay. Want to throw into the bag.
But
So
if you go by,
2020.
so if we're going by pure talent and wrestling
By
ability,
pure talent is Brock Lesnar by a mile and a half. Yeah, if
Brock
Lesnar
Lesnar.
it was
If you had
by a
to,
mile.
if you had to eliminate two of them, it would be John Cena and Batista, and then you keep Brock Lesnar.
From
a
a athletic standpoint,
correct.
yeah.
Absolutely.
But Batista's gimmick as a power wrestler and being the ultimate, like, to be Superman, Batista fit that, was the perfect realm. He had the physique.
Oh, absolutely.
He had the crowd, all that. If Batista had half the mic skill of Orton and Cena, he'd be looking at a way different line of light. Like Cena was the ultimate workhorse and developed his skills in all parts, and just played.
I mean, out of the four, when you're talking about in-ring ability, he's probably 4.
Yeah.
And I would have
Lesnar, Orton, Batista, Cena. From being in the ring from ring work.
I don't know.
And if you do mic work, Brock Lesnar.
Cena's won by far.
Mic work, Brock Lesnar's last.
Lesnar's dead last.
Yeah, and then
he's better now. Don't get me wrong, but
he's better now, but Cena's in there by a mile.
Yeah,
by a mile.
And then when it comes to like peak, it's John Cena.
John Cena had the best peak. John Cena really developed from.
I think when it comes to peak, it's John Cena, Orton, Lesnar, Batista.
And that gap between them three are not.
And I'm not saying
it's
stupid.
Cena by a mile.
You could really
09 run is Orton's best run. That
ball. Cena were athletic themselves because they were in insane shape. It's not saying that. I'm talking about like in terms of being able to like do different things in the rings that a high flyer would do, or I'm talking about like in terms of like that kind of stuff, like Orton and Lesnar being the rare breed of speed, power, and could do everything. Fucking Brock Lesnar could do a fucking shooting star press, bro.
At Mania,
fucking career. Yeah, like I'm saying, bro, he fell on his fucking neck and didn't fucking break it. Lesnar's a fucking rarity.
I just think like there's a lot
of Lesnar is the LeBron James of WWE.
I think
that's a crazy take, and we can talk another time. That's a crazy take.
I'm talking about in terms of like his body, like how he's.
I would have said like Dwight Howard. That's a crazy take. I ain't gonna lie.
No.
I'll be honest
with you. Like that. I'll say it like that in terms of like how he does stuff. Like, so Lesnar was a freak athlete. Okay. LeBron's a freak athlete.
Mm-hmm.
If you think about it, LeBron is 40 in his late 40s, and he still looks like he's in shape like a 20-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
So I would
longevity of Lesnar.
You're right. I would just okay. I see the comparison because you went with freak ability. I think for what's it called? Longevity, I would say Randy Orton is the LeBron James.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course.
I'll go with that.
I'm talking about freak athletes. LeBron James.
No, that I get. But if you add that at the end of the contest, that's fine. You one of us, I'm gonna say this, and then bow like, whoa, that was a crazy take.
No. That's how I mean it like that, but.
Like, no. Now that the context came in, we're good. Like, that makes a lot of sense.
If you think about it like that, and then you think about
this chair.
Yeah, I was
think about it.
Drink some water and spat it out. Like, what are we doing?
So if you go football, a lot of people say, "Oh, is this guy?" The one that was a football that was a freak athlete and he played 2 sports, Bo Jackson.
Yeah,
another Brock Lesnar type build.
Yeah,
dude.
I think,
bro, he can scale walls, bro. In baseball, you ever saw him run against the wall?
Yeah, I think here's the last argument I have for both Batista and for Lesnar, because again, I think when it comes to both of them, when it comes to Cena and Orton, they've established like full careers, right? Mm-hmm. Lesnar took some time away to do MMA. Great, because he looked like a beast. But during that time, during that hiatus, what could have been in WWE. I'm pretty sure he would have won, again, multiple world championships. But again, it's what if, right? And the same thing with Batista. He retired wrestling at a young age to pursue, acting. And it's
he's a great actor.
Right. And what could have been. Now, here's the difference between both of them, too. Lesnar started at a very young age, and his peak was very, at a young age.
Yeah.
Batista's, peak started when he was over, 33, 34, 35?
Yeah, he was older.
Yeah, so, I mean, there's a
Cena
lot of what if.
The long game had the
Cena and Orton, they've had both well-established careers, and, especially Orton with the young gimmick of being the legend killer, and even inserted into Evolution, Cena with the thug life gimmick, and I mean, oh my god,
Thugonomics, yeah,
word,
2005 to basically 2005 to basically 2011 was Batista's peak, and that's with 6 total reigns, 2 WWE championships and 4 World Heavyweight Championships. But that 05, the first one, that his original run, where he's in the white turtleneck and he's on SmackDown, when he was the face of SmackDown for a good period of time. Yeah, it's just we have those conversations all the time about who has historical all-time runs. That 2005-06 Batista was just a man on a mission. Before the Taker fight, before the Taker main event match at Mania.
He's the future Hall of Famer.
I think so. But I just want to throw that in there. We are way over our time. That'll do it for us in today's episode. If you see the link tree, it goes from right to left. I'm waiting for it. There it is. So that'll do it for today's episode of the Sunset Flip Wrestling Podcast. We appreciate tuning in and week out and enjoying our viewerships. We appreciate it big time. Check us on all social platforms. Anything you can have on the VODs, you can get it on YouTube, you get it on Instagram, Facebook, wherever you get them at. We are live on all social media platforms. That includes Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, you name it. I saw the dog just now. That was crazy. It's time to go. If you can't cast the videos, you can cast the audios wherever you get your podcasting platforms from. That is including Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. From us to you guys, we will catch you guys next week.
Thanks for tuning in.
Peace out, y'all.
Later.